Hey, how's it going? So this is about the joy of co-ed school shootings. Incidentally, my dad went to an all-boys college, and there were no school shootings. Okay, Superman would just fly down and save us from that stuff because Superman went to an all-boys school. Incidentally, it's very cryptic, but this is the reality. The Big D, the Holocaust president, okay, that's right. He has his wife was running the show, they say. Okay, Joy, another point for you there. Woodrow Wilson had apparently two big sisters, but one of them must have been a half sister or somehow erased from the records. H.P. Hewlett Packard, the guy who grew up in California since he was 4 years old, like myself. But what was Jimmy Carter? What's the deal there with peace in the Middle East? Okay, because if all you need is to have a big sister. Okay, this is okay. Anyone listening to this? I don't know. Maybe the president. I don't know. What was Jimmy Carter missing in his attempts to make peace in the Middle East? Okay, because we can't simply say, oh, well, there you go. Guy's got a, George Washington had a little sister, and therefore we had to divide the world, and a strong mother. Okay, and he didn't go to that school where it would have been. Okay, so the question is, what is it about co-ed schools or internet pornography, for that matter, because they're both the female image is there, but the actual connection, the actual security, the actual civil society, the environmental sort of management. Okay, so you have to think of the environment like immigration. Okay, so the environment and immigration are similar in that people have moved from one place to another place. It's possible to do that. Do they do it all by themselves? Okay, so the environment is like immigrants, except a lot of immigrants actually have community supporting them. Not virtually, but actually. You might say, oh, of course there has to be some virtual support. But, like Ben Franklin, Philadelphia had a lot of German language newspapers. And he pointed out that, there's too many Germans here. So it's like, you don't want to have some revolutionary spirit that you don't really need unless if there's actual corruption. Okay, so if the environment is suffering, it's like, I don't know, it's complex because we're building these meta bridges here, but we also need actual support. So the environment needs to be actually situated, not virtually situated. You can't say, oh, there's a photograph of the environment, everything's hunky-dory, because that's like completely corrupt, pathological mentality of, oh, there's women in your class, what's not, there's pornography on your computer, what's not to love, everything you need, anything you want. And yet in reality, actually having responsibility is crucial. I mean, I'd rather the women in school all be across the street, and the girls would rather the guys all be across the street and know that when you meet, it's actually something special. Actually special, not virtually special, because it could actually be tragic if you look at it, okay? And you look at, okay, I want President Trump to look at Woodrow Wilson. He's got big sisters, and he leads us into the Great War. Trying to have the Great Peace, you must contradict what the media says about the curse that they have created. Okay, this is crucial to understand. If you actually want to have an actually great world, not a virtually great world, which is like, paper and fire. That's all it is. It's pornography. The girls are in your class, the cute girl, and yet it's very technical. Okay, to get those lost souls to where they will actually be happy, where people will love them, okay? And this goes in many different directions, but it's very specific. It's like the clothes you're wearing. It's a fabric that's knit very specifically for very specific purposes. Without that, we'd be, you know, half naked or something like that. But yeah, Woodrow Wilson and Donald Trump understand this. The Great War could be the one against the environment, and it could be toxifying, acidifying. Okay, that actually matters. I think in World War One, they didn't realize it because it wasn't social media, but it was the Keystone Cop-Out. Okay, the Keystone Cops with Charlie Chaplin didn't need anyone from West America. They knew that was cursed. They were creating the curse right there. They're saying, look, anyone with a mother, okay, and a little sister is not welcome here. We're going for a war. We're going for a Holocaust. We're going to destroy everything, and we're going to say, you know, this is going to be the payback of woman using technology and guys just staring at it and going, oh, isn't this interesting? Look, I can tweet and look at porn at the same time. And you could simply deny the George Washington and have a great war and have a lousy world, an utterly lousy world. Okay, and the concept is that women are going to wage power delusion. Okay, you're going to look at the camera and say, oh, look at the expression. See, that's what it says everything right there. But if you're not actually there, if you can't actually relate to people, real people, then how can you, you know, it's not going to be safe. Okay, it's going to be just all this, oh, who can tweet the most? Who can stare at the camera? Who can, you know, be completely blind? You know, who can just go, oh, wow, everything's fine with me, you know, just keep on going there, you know. Okay.